welcome back to Take a Pitch. How y'all doing?
What up?
What up?
Special Monday edition.
Yeah, Monday,
Happy
Labor
Labor
Day. Yep, happy Labor Day. Max, I know you specifically got to celebrate Labor Day by doing some labor.
Yeah, time and a half, baby. Time and a half. I
Yeah,
love a nice paycheck for hating my life.
It's usually how it goes.
Isn't it?
sounds
Gotta
fun.
love it. Gotta love it.
What time did you work till?
5.
5? That's not too bad, I guess.
No, it wasn't bad. It's just, long day.
And I'm sure there weren't really that many customers, right?
More than I wanted it to be.
Well, you'd prefer there to be 0, so.
Exactly.
All right. Fuck Staples. Let's talk baseball. We'll start off with the Cassayanos Bat Incident. So he hit a home run, and after he hit the home run, then Cardinals manager Mike Shildt asked the umpires to check out his bat, review his bat. So they go out with the bat, and they basically just said, like, you can't use this anymore. It's dangerous. Because he had.
Castellanos is dangerous, man. Come on. like
That's true. Every time he hits a home run, someone's fucking something bad's happening.
Yeah. Like, come on.
So, I mean, whatever. It happens. He was using the bat all weekend, he said, and he was basically like, they only cared when he hit the home run. Like, he didn't hit a home run the prior 2 games, hits the home run, then they care. Like, it's kind of stupid. And yeah, so he took the bat back, and going back into the dugout, he slides it over the dugout to a kid. And yeah, he does that a lot, though. He gives a lot of stuff away to kids at the games, So that was interesting to say the least. And so I posted on the Instagram, and we had a few conflicting comments. Some people for Cassayanos' side, some people against him. So it was a little interesting to see. I didn't really think that he was really possibly even a hated player, but I guess if you're a Cubs fan or Cardinals fan,
just upset about the outcomes where he does things that are
exactly exactly.
I don't understand why he's such a polarizing figure. Seems like a good guy to me.
Yeah, I like him.
Definitely homers.
Flip phones, and
he's a nice guy until he homers.
I bet you his wife's a MILF. And he just looks it. So yeah. So that was against the Cardinals, and then just yesterday, or was that today? I think it was yesterday, right? With Yadi and Wainwright. The 4th most games as battery mates. They hit 300 games together, which is quite the accomplishment. I really, do you think that will ever really be touched again?
Is that like a record, or?
It's the 4th most ever.
I don't think
it will ever be
I think
touched.
the way free agency is and trades and all that stuff, and after longevity, you're not going to see that ever again. I mean, we're not going to have another Yachty type player again. Salvi might be the last guy. Salvi and Posey might be the last guy too. Like, these guys, longevity with
that would have been the only shot. The only shot would have been if Mad Bum stayed in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. There you go. Yeah, I mean, like there are a couple teams that have the ability to do it, like the Dodgers. It's going to be on certain teams, though. Those teams that are built for success and they do succeed. If the Dodgers do get a catcher that is, if Will Smith per se stays with them, and Walker Buehler, exactly. Exactly. Or Julio Urias even.
You could even look at the Nationals, Josiah Gray and Keibert Ruiz, right?
Yeah, Keibert. Yeah.
I mean, two
Alright.
young guys come up
Yeah,
Mhm.
at the same
definitely.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
Wi-Fi is trash tonight.
You're good.
I can't wait till we can do this all in the same room again.
I know.
I'll do my shitty ass Wi-Fi.
You have to bring it though.
Wait, can you bring your router?
I don't think anyone wants that.
I do.
Then I'll take your routers.
We'll do the threw it on the ground Molly Allen video for you. Get you a new one. You work at Staples, just get a new one.
You just steal one. Just jack one. You're good.
I thought about getting a new one. I really did.
So yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like that's a good call though. And yeah, that's a good call with 𝒂𝒑𝒉 and 𝒍𝒆🂂. That's a
It's
you know
tough
that's
because
it's
there's-
possible.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Again, they're still young, but
Like
Like,
in general, because the catching position is so bad.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
like Rushman's like the top prospect, and he's gonna come up. He's gonna be like 25.
Yeah. How old is he
Francisco
now?
Alvarez is going to
23?
come up
24,
at 23. But then what Met pitcher will be able to do that? with
Matt
him?
Allen. The Mets actually that's
JT Ginn.
JT Ginn, Matt Allen. There's a couple actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
looking at because also,
And then the
Alvarez.
guy, was it the Pirates just took? I mean, maybe the
Yeah,
Pirates will figure out.
Henry Davis.
Davis, and then whatever pitcher goes next year.
Wants to stay there.
Well, that
Kumar Rocker.
it could very well happen. They with the salary floor and cap
Never know.
that they're implementing, it forces teams to compete at least a little. So me and Mac were talking about this the other day actually. And do you so to put it in perspective, let me pull this up quick. So the bottom 5 payrolls in baseball, or I'll go bottom 4. The Pirates have 31 million. Indians are 48 million. Baltimore at 53, Miami at 57, and then Tampa Bay at 70. So they all have to get to a 100 million, right?
I think we'll drop it to 80, but yeah.
We'll pretend that it's at 100, right? So
Yeah, that makes Miami really fucking scary, to be honest.
it does. I agree with that because they already have a very good base. But
Their pitching is gross.
yeah, and they've had some bright spots offensively this year. Amed Rosario has come into his own. He's had a great year. Once again proving that he's a fantastic second half player. And the Pirates though
he has in the first half.
Yeah. But the Pirates, they would have to add $70 million of payroll. So how would you even go about doing anything?
You extend Brian Reynolds, you extend all these guys, and you
just
front load it.
Why would you extend those guys?
Well, you front load it. What else are you gonna do?
So
somebody's gonna want to get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Realistically, the only 2 players you'd want to pay on that team right now would be Reynolds and Hayes. It's pretty much it. The rest of them kind of suck.
Newman's not bad.
Newman's not terrible, but you wouldn't pay. He'd probably get 5.
Newman's dog shit. Don't sugarcoat it. He's not.
There's Mac. There he's back to being muted there. Attaboy. Uh-oh.
Oh God. But I mean, yeah, sure. Say they do give them contracts. I mean, how much are they really going to give them though? Max out probably at most 20. It's being generous, right?
Yeah.
Then you're still looking at another 30 million that you need to spend. What are you going to give $1 million to everyone else on the team?
I think Chris Archer's going to look very nice.
He's going to go back.
I mean, yeah, might as well.
I mean, it's interesting. I kind of hope that they do that because I'm very intrigued to see what these bottom 4 teams will do. because they have a lot of money that they'd have to then play with. So
Yeah.
it would make the free agency a lot more competitive, because then teams are mandated to, hit a certain price. And if they don't, then you're going to have to restructure contracts to get up above that, above the line, So that'll be interesting. Just to go along with the another thing that MLB has been proposing, this week came out that they proposed free agency for players at 29 and a half years old.
That's kind of ridiculous.
So what?
Fucking stupid.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Very high. Should not be that high.
Max?
Like at that point, you look at Bryce Harper
Mhm.
and Juan Soto.
Juan
These
Soto.
are, even Mike Trout, prime
they'd
situations.
be playing for
Acuna,
10 years.
Albies. These guys are faces of the franchise. Obviously, not going to go anywhere after that point.
Mhm.
I mean, unless ownership is ass backwards, like it might be in Anaheim.
Yeah.
I
Along with that, they said that they were going to be upping or changing basically the arbitration structure to, what was it, like $1 billion, right? That they collectively would have $1 billion pool kind of thing.
yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I haven't read into it too much.
Yeah, I didn't read into it too much either. I just saw the tweets that whoever sent, but they that would help the payroll thing too, obviously, because then players are basically forced to get more money too. So it's a whole domino effect right there, and you need all of those things to go together to work. And I agree, though, 29 and a half is just way too old.
Dude, guys are coming up at 20 years old now. It means they're
Yeah.
locked into playing with
For
one
nine
team for
9 years.
9 to 10 years.
Yeah, and the cutoff.
Right.
What was, I forgot what it said the cutoff birthday was.
Like Little League at this point. There's a cutoff birthday. Like, come on.
Well, to distinguish, I think it was June. Hold on, you cut out.
Yeah.
Say it again.
No, I'm saying, but yeah, it's the fact that we have a cutoff birthday for free agency. Like, come on.
Well, because
No, I get that. If there's an age thing, you need the birthday cutoff.
Yeah.
But
like you
like,
can't have
what-
guys that are born in fucking November the same as guys born in January.
right. But again, why bother? This is just a stupid thing. Why put an age limit? Team control, get rid of the Super 2.
I mean, I
That way
kind
they can avoid manipulating service time. It's that simple.
yeah, that's part of it, is to stop
That's the
manipulating
point of it, yeah.
service time. Yeah,
But why
And-
why not get rid of the Super 2 then?
they should do that too. I agree with that. But yeah, I mean, I think it could work if it was executed correctly. I don't think that I think 29 and a half is just way too high. It makes no sense for it to be 29 and a half. But then again, you look at guys like Aaron Judge, if you were to put it at 27, he's on the Yankees for what, 3 years then? He came up at 24, right, Maka?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's on the Yankees for 3 years. That makes no sense either.
Well, I think
for
you'd
4
have to
years.
base it off. Like, you can't do age, because then you'd force prospects to develop quicker, and you'll,
Yeah.
Like if you get a kid out of college
That's
who's
true.
already 22, you'd force them to come up
That's
as soon
true.
as possible, and that might hurt development.
That's true. You got a good point there.
Thanks.
So yeah. Yeah, I just don't like the way the teams manipulate the service time to, get the most out of the player while paying the cheapest amount. I mean, especially like we know that teams could pay these prices, so it's just a little bit ridiculous. But I do like these fresh ideas coming about though, and
To be someone thinking of something different. I mean, listen, the amount of fresh ideas we've gotten already from Manfred and his administration, I guess, for lack of a better term. During his tenure
hold up,
is
say it
they
again.
haven't been great.
Yeah, okay.
The ideas haven't been great
Mhm.
at all. I think we can all really agree on that. There hasn't
Yeah.
really been one or two that say he did it right. Like maybe, no, not really. No, maybe changing the format of the home run derby.
That means absolutely nothing. What does that
It
do?
Right.
for
doesn't mean
us?
anything,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I do agree. It was that was
That's what I'm
great. It
saying.
made the home run derby actually like really fun
Watchable.
to watch. It was always watchable. This just made it a lot more competitive.
No,
Right.
the best thing he did was testing out all the rules that he has in the minor leagues right now.
Yeah,
I guess.
acquiring the what's it called?
Yeah.
The Atlantic League to test have them be the test dummies too.
Yeah, they're the real fucking guinea pigs. Moving the mound back, like Jesus Christ.
Yep. Gotta love it.
It's good to see
mean-
that people are thinking of new ideas and new ways to
Yeah.
really give the fans what they want, like the manipulating service time. Fans hate it. Players hate it. You know, I mean, what else? I mean,
Well,
first of all, they need to get rid of the blackouts.
Like-
I'll say that.
well,
time and
yeah,
time
of
again.
course.
That's got to go.
So I think the difference, like for all the shit that Manfred gets, he is more focused on the fan experience than any other commissioner ever. So you got to give him some credit there. That every other commissioner ever was always just straight on the owner's sides. Like Bud Selig, straight on the owner's sides.
Well,
You
he was
know?
an owner. Yeah.
Well, he was, yeah. A lot of them, a lot of commissioners have been owners and they get
Mhm.
voted in. So, you know, he's trying, but you know, I wouldn't say anything that he's done has really been all that successful. But he's trying for something for the fans. So I'll give him the credit there that he may deserve.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other arguments? No? Good. All right. Well, I'm not really sure what day it is, but I know
Fucking mood.
MLB Network will not shut the fuck up about it. And Derek Jeter and Larry Walker, along with
Oh, I think it's Wednesday. The Hall of Fame.
it's
induction.
Wednesday. Yeah.
The 8th. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird because it's super late. It's usually back in what, July, right? So Derek Jeter, Larry Walker, Ted Simmons, and
Marvin Miller.
Thank you. Who were both inducted in 2019, 2020, the class of 2020. And they
I don't even
are,
remember the 2021 class.
that was this. That's Jeter and Walker,
Who was 2020?
Marvin Miller and Ted Simmons,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because they couldn't get it last year, so they're doing it this year.
Right, and there were no players in 2020, like no active. Well, not like that. There was a
Correct.
ballot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Right. we-
nobody on the actual ballot got it. Yes. Yeah, they're going to Hall of Fame. MLB Network probably played that stupid fucking play against the Athletics about 40 times this past
Oh, the
weekend.
flip
Yeah, dude. I mean,
between the flip and him in the stands.
yeah.
I
I'm
had a
over it.
million good
Like, I get
moments,
it.
bro, and they show those two. Like, fucking great, man.
How many clutch hits has Derek Jeter had in his career? Like, if you're gonna show anything, stop showing his
Show
fucking
the
defense.
walk-off
Show
against Baltimore at the end. Show
Sure.
3,000.
show
Show
dude,
something in a World Series game.
exactly the amount of clutch hits that this man was clutch.
Which
If
I
you're gonna
fucking-
say-
I fucking hated him.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's a good ball player.
If you're gonna say anything about Derek Jeter that he was maybe the best at, he might be the best clutch hitter of all time. This dude stepped up when it needed to happen, and he got the big hit. Oh, every time, you know. So show that. But Derek Jeter is obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer. Just also the name that goes along with him. He was getting in the Hall of Fame regardless.
Let's not forget he still is overrated as a defender.
Overrated as a defender, that's quite the understatement. He is just not even remotely rated, even in the realm of possible fucking outcomes for saying of what his defensive ability is. He is fucking garbage. He's one of the worst defensive shortstops of all time. He was flashy when it didn't need to be, and he was a Yankee. I mean, just say
I
that
don't think
plain
it
and
was as
simple.
bad as people make it to
He's
seem.
garbage. He's
I
garbage.
mean, yeah, the numbers say that. I don't think it was that bad.
I mean, so the eye test, like Fangraphs has, right? I like that a lot because, it gives a little bit of different perspective. And I agree, watching him, he always made the routine plays, but he was never an outstanding defensive shortstop. Like a lot of the times when people talk about him, they talk about him in like the same realm as like, I guess like not Andrelton Simmons, but like maybe Jose Iglesias, like that kind of level of defense. And I just strongly disagree with that.
I don't know.
But
I think if you watched him play, nobody was ever going to be like he's fucking terrible and holding him back. At least from what I saw in his later days.
I mean, I'm not saying that he was, I was obviously going character, but he just, I mean, he had very little range. He had a good arm, an accurate arm, but I think it had a lot to do with his legs. He was also a very smart fielder too. So, he's a very smart baseball player in general. But he's obviously a Hall of Famer.
His
and we all
baseball
know that.
IQ is fantastic. Is second to none. Honestly, like the guy knew what he was doing on the field.
Yeah,
He
of
knew what he was
course.
doing off the field too.
What was he doing? Giving everyone herpes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, his off the field roster is almost as impressive as half of the teams he was on.
Maybe more impressive.
Yeah,
Depends who you ask.
yeah. But yeah, they're going to the Hall of Fame
A-Rod's better, but
Wednesday, right?
then Wednesday, I think you're right. Is Wednesday the 8th or 7th?
Mhm.
8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the 8th. But enough with Jeter. I mean, everyone knows Jeter. Larry Walker is also getting in, and he was just glanced over for a very long time, and he deserved it. We talked about Ted Simmons and Marvin Miller a ton back in 2019 and early 2020. So go back and
I don't
watch
even
those if you want to
remember
talk
that.
about them. You guys were not part of those episodes. It would have just been just me and Max.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't even remember them getting voted in, to be honest.
That's why I was like, wait, what was 2020? Yeah.
But who was the 2019 class? That was the the
Mariano, right?
debut. Yes. Yeah. That was our the debut.
Debut episode, yeah.
Yeah. Long time.
Dude, it's crazy, man. This is the third Hall of Fame class now.
Yeah. We haven't missed an episode this year. So, All right. So congrats to them. What?
Did a little late this week and last week, but hey, listen,
Yeah.
life gets in the way.
Things happen. I mean, I'm just glad that we got, all four of us back here. So that's good. Do you want to talk about a little preview for the awards? Or you want to skip that?
I
We could
mean,
wait a week. We could just do it next week.
All
yeah,
right.
we do next
I
week.
mean,
considering the
well,
AL MVP is pretty much locked up. NL, there's not much.
I was thinking just, because then next week, then in 2 weeks, the season's over. And then we're going to be putting in our
Is it
votes
really
then.
over?
Whoa.
Not over in 2 weeks. It's over in
Yeah, no,
It's
no.
over 2 weeks, the season's over.
no, it's over
like 4
in
weeks.
October. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say.
I know. No, I'm saying if we go another week,
Are we
that'll
at
be
the
the
end of
12th,
No, then it's 2
and
weeks.
then another
yeah,
2
okay.
weeks. And then on the 3rd is the last day of the season. We were recording that day.
You
We
know
would
what's
then give our
crazy?
votes that day is what. Sorry, I
I-
should have been a little more clear.
Crazy,
No, you're
like
good.
I didn't process the fact that it's September and baseball season's almost over. Like, I didn't process that until just now.
Yeah.
I didn't process that the Jewish holidays start this week. I didn't process that it was
Started
even
today, man.
fucking
Start today, right?
September.
Sundown?
Start tonight.
Started
Yeah, start tonight.
Max.
Happy Rosh
this
Hashanah,
week.
guys.
Thank you.
Young
Thank you.
Shalom. Is that what
Young
what do you
Sh-
say? What would you say?
Shana
Like just Happy
Tova.
Rosh Hashanah? How would you say that in like Yiddish?
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. All right, so
But
I-
yeah, that shit didn't even process with me for the last like week that it's September.
when's Yom Kippur? Next week? 2 weeks?
Yeah,
next
next
week.
next
16th?
Thursday.
That's dope. Back to
Yeah,
back
no, it's not.
holidays.
It's not.
No, it's
Is that their
not.
fasting one?
Yeah,
Oh, have fun.
no.
Do you drink water at least?
And Max has to work a double that day too. No,
Technically,
he
you're
can't
not
drink water.
supposed to drink water, but I mean, I do because
So yeah, I would cheat and I would drink seltzer. So that should fill you up
You
too.
can't put anything in your water.
you're not.
I mean, in
yeah.
your body.
Well, yeah,
Well,
or
yeah.
the water really, but
Was it just for 24 hours?
No, it's sun
Sundown to
sun up to
sundown.
sun. Yeah.
so sundown Wednesday to sundown Thursday, so like 26 hours.
Would that be 24 hours?
It's 24 hours. Max
Well,
just doesn't know.
No, some people do it like when the sun starts to set on Wednesday.
No,
so it's-
whatever
and
time
then
it says in my
completely
damn
resets.
weather app is when, is when
All
we
right.
stop.
Anyway,
I know.
so I saw this thing just now, and I want to talk about this just quick. And here's the quote: "Kids these days are playing too much baseball without rest. I think I've seen 12, 13-year-olds play as many games in a season as big leaguers, and I don't understand why. Something has to change in youth sports. Otherwise, the overuse injuries are going to continue." This is North Carolina's Mike Fox.
Like
Who was that?
like
Like
the University of
Yeah,
North
yeah, yeah.
Carolina.
UNC.
so. I mean, I guess I'll start it off here because this is interesting. We talk about kids playing so many sports at once, and you want all this.
Right.
But at a certain age, you don't. If you see a talent in a certain sport,
Mhm.
you don't want them playing another sport for fear of
Right.
injury.
Right.
So the specialization
That's true. Yeah.
has to start somewhere.
Mhm.
Especially because literally you want
It's-
to play every position and then all this.
It's usually around that age. It's usually around like 13-ish, right?
Do I think that there's a lot of unnecessary games? Yeah, probably. Like you don't need double headers every week. You don't need that. Like that's just not.
Yeah.
I mean, the physical strain a double header takes regardless, and then think about doing that every week.
I used to fucking hate it.
Yeah, I mean,
Doubleheaders were the worst.
I hate Sunday morning double headers. Have to wake up at like fucking 7 o'clock to go fucking 2 hours out east.
right?
Fuck that.
It's
And if they were 9 innings too.
Fuck.
Sheesh.
Actually, I would rather the fucking 1 9-inning game and it just counts for both. Love that. Love it.
Yeah, those are the best. Yeah.
Especially if
but-
I was pitching.
yeah.
Went so quick.
But again, the specialization has to start somewhere. But we can take a little off elsewhere, like with double headers, where if a kid's pitching, and then more often than not they're playing shortstop, which is more wear and tear on the arm that's not needed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually what you see in youth baseball, the starting pitcher or shortstop kind of thing.
I see. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, even if it's an outfielder, it's more strain on the arm,
No, I agree with you. I
and
think
because he's most likely the best player, he's
Mhm.
going to be on the field for that second game after pitching.
I think it's
as
more
opposed to resting.
so that these kids are playing, especially the South kids, the California, the Texas, Florida. They're starting in fucking February.
They don't
and
stop.
They don't stop. But like, and then regular season comes and some of these kids are on 2 teams at one time. And so these kids are, they're kids, they're not fully developed. That's why they would always say no junk until you're
14, 15.
yeah, until you're 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, I think we were
And-
told not to throw a curveball until like 14,
Yeah, well, that didn't work. But
and by that time I was out of little league.
Yeah, I learned
I mean, I was throwing junk my entire life.
I learned my slider when I was 13, I think. But I mean, kids are definitely playing too much. Like I probably played anywhere from it was probably I'd average it out probably 65 games a year, I'd say.
I mean, between you and Matt,
no,
like,
you had to have played more than that.
I mean, like just in the summer. I'm not talking like I'm not including
you said
spring.
The year.
Yeah,
So-
no,
so-
my bad. In just the summer, because I feel like that's really
I was
where it
gonna
gets
say, I'm
clumped.
like,
'cause
yeah.
I was always on 2 teams at one time,
Yeah,
It was like, well, it's
yeah.
the same team, but we were on it was two different teams, and
Yeah,
we were playing at least probably 3-4 games a week. So
yeah. His Sharks. He
So
did all the
I
tournaments.
guess for Billy and Macca, because you guys did it longer than I guess Mike and I. You guys pretty much ran through the summer league as growing up. Like, what would you guys change, being that you guys went through it?
Well, when I played, when I was like late middle school, early high school, dude, I was on 3 teams, like Little League, travel, and school at one point. I would just limit it to one.
Mhm.
If there's no need to do Little League. For me, Little League was like practice,
it's
like
practice.
basically a
Yeah,
scrimmage.
Little League is getting phased out. To be honest,
it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's all
And then
becoming travel teams now.
early school ball was kind of like
there's
somewhat
lines.
important, but kind of a joke. And then
Mhm.
travel was where I took the
Okay,
most.
something someone
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's really no need to be on that many teams. I was never on 2 separate teams, like my Little League team and
What's
my
your
travel team were the same exact team. We might have had like a couple of kids different, but pretty much everyone was the same. So that was really never different. In the summer, it was always the same exact kids. But for the Sharks for travel, we would start playing in March and we would end at the end of October, early November. So that was a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think kids just need rest. You're not fully developed. I when I was 16, I had the most insane season or year that I had ever had. And then the following year, I had another great year, but I ultimately ended up needing reconstructive surgery on my labrum. So, I was throwing too much and just, it's not really worth it. Kids need, your arm needs rest. So, and your body needs
Interesting
rest as a
quote, though.
whole.
I didn't hear about that at all this week when he said that.
Yeah, I just saw it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable why they play more games because their
Mhm.
body recovers significantly faster because
That's
they're
very
young.
true.
But you won't see the after effects until they're older.
Exactly.
Well, I think
Yeah.
another thing, not even just injury, just like overall burnout of the game. It's not happened to me. I just got sick of playing. It was
Just
like
from playing too much.
Yeah, it was just too much.
I agree with that. For me, it was, it did weigh heavy on me with the double headers on Sundays. I just fucking hated that.
Dude, for me,
Like
it was
Sunday,
the
I don't want to do anything.
tournaments. The
Tournaments.
tournaments driving out. I remember one night I left at 12 at night to go pitch a playoff game in Massachusetts. And just I wake up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
It
fuck
was
that.
brutal. I was like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, that's how I feel about this Major League Baseball
Dude,
season.
actually, wait. I agree with that. But the last tournament I ever played in, we had 4 games in one day. I got there at 6 a.m. Didn't get home till 11 o'clock at night in Staten Island tournament, and I was like, I'm never playing again. Swear to God.
So you had a lot of moments where you said, I'm never playing again. I feel that. I said that for like
more
3
so towards the
years
end.
until I actually stopped.
Towards the end, when the travel became like
Mhm.
dude, 3-4 games a day, like cranking
Yeah,
out these weekend tournaments.
Yeah, that's what I fucking hated about summer ball. Is just traveling everywhere. Like, yeah, we did a few things in Massachusetts, Connecticut, upstate, out
Yeah, dude,
east,
4 games
Jersey.
a day, 3 games a day. You have Saturday, Sunday, and it's like you never know when you're gonna play. You gotta wait for the other team to finish.
Mhm.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, you're on the complex and you're just fucking sitting there waiting. Yeah, it's brutal. I agree with that. Yeah, I hated doing that. So anyway, let's move on to our good boys in New York. New York. Start off with the New York Yankees, who went on an absolute tear. We're the best team in baseball for about 2 months, and now during then the World Series was back on, and and now the World Series is now shut off again. So
Then they played And then they played day games.
So yeah, they went 2-6, right, against the Orioles and the Angels.
2-6. They lost today. 8-0. So
Yeah.
they're 2-7 the last 9.
It's 2-7 in the last 9.
Actually,
And
you could go even further
that was
back because they lost 2
2
against
to the
Oakland.
A's. Yeah.
So yeah.
So
Aaron Boone to the moon. All right.
Aaron Boone's
Yeah, he's bad, bro. Let's get worse and worse.
Yeah.
No, he isn't. He's missing a bullpen arm too, so he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He brought in Andrew Heaney to do that.
Yep. That was yesterday.
Why
right?
is
Or
he
was it
still
2
on the
days ago?
team?
Yeah, I don't know. He's given up 23 earned runs and 27 innings pitched and like 20 homers or 15 homers.
I don't see how he's on a team. Honestly.
If I saw a stat, if he played a full season with the Yankees, he'd be on pace to give up 6 homers in the season.
Oh, there's a
Wow. Jeez.
It's not good.
Yeah, no.
Not good.
So yeah, the Yankees have been a little cold, but that's what the Yankees are built as. Really, they've been built as a hot and cold team for the past few years. Really, I would say.
I have a hot take here.
No, let's hear it.
Nah,
I think that this Yankees team being cold right now is perfect. They got real hot to put themselves right in prime position to really make a run. Now, if you look at the rest of the division, nobody else is really doing much. In the wild card race, nobody's really doing much outside of Seattle, really.
Blue
This Yankee
Jays.
team,
If the Yankees get swept by the Blue Jays, they don't have a wild card spot.
And
but they're still within a couple games, right?
there would be
They're within 3 games, and they have 3 more games against the Yankees in this series.
It's okay. The Rays are playing Boston, and the Rays don't know how to lose. So
If you can be within 3 games within the last 2 weeks of the season, anything can happen. I think the Yankees are going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to be fine. I think that this is just the perfect time to work everything out.
I agree.
That's a good take, but I also don't even if they get to the playoffs, I don't think they'll make a run. They just don't have the team is just not good fundamentally.
they could win the first game because you're gonna have Cole on the mound.
Yeah, you could easily win a wild card game, but you can't without 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒂. Chapman's awful. Green's been okay.
Yeah.
Like, how far do you really expect him to get? Gallo's the worst hitter I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's just no consistency.
I mean, the Yankees rotation is and has been over the past month and a half, 2 months, been very, very good. Our boy Nasty Nestor has been unreal, and actually Jordan Montgomery has been unreal over his last 7 starts. He has a 1.50 ERA, and I think it's
a pretty damn good season.
Yeah, but the problem is they refuse to score when he pitches, so it's.
We
hear you loud and clear.
No, yeah, you guys are well aware of it.
It's a rough thing when a pitcher is dominating, but you could also thank God you have Brooks Kriske.
Come
Stop. Come
on,
on,
straight face. Like
I took
a Mets
dude,
fan saying thank God for Brooks Pounders.
Dude, I took a nap today
Adam
I took a nap and missed the last 3 innings. I woke up, it was 8-0. I was like, what the fuck could have possibly happened with six outs left in the game? This guy gives up a homer and a solo shot and a grand slam. I was like, he's got more earned runs than innings pitched in his career now. Like,
does he actually?
Can they just call Luis Hill again, please?
He's probably gonna make a start Wednesday.
I mean, I would hope so. It's September. They can call him up without any problems.
I mean, 15 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 1.0 WHIP, and no earned runs at all in 3 starts.
Clark Schmidt's doing real well in AAA too.
Give him a shot.
They need all the pitching they can
Give him a
get.
shot.
Severino, you know what bothers
shut
me
him
the
down,
most?
by the way.
Yeah, he's done. You know what bothers me the most?
Yeah.
This whole Luke Voigt situation completely ruined him.
It's just
he plays twice a week now. He gets in there. His timing's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking sad to see.
He was on the hottest streak of really anybody in the MLB when he was hitting well.
Dude, he was one player of the week because he batted fucking 500.
Yeah. And And now over his last 7 games, he has 14 at bats, 2 hits. He's hitting 143, only slugging 214. So
Actually, wait, you want to know something? Tyler Wade.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm standing up for Tyler Wade. Okay.
he's still hitting
He-
very well.
But he started like 2 games in like the last
Yeah, there
1
you go.
weeks.
6 at bats in his last 7 games. But 7,500. His last 15, he's hitting 346 with 26 ABs. So he was starting a little there.
Dude, I've ripped on him for 4
What?
years. He finally gets a chance to play and they don't play.
Yeah.
And he finally does well. I think that's really the key word. DJ is also raking right now. Max, you might say say your blessings now. I mean, he's hitting 345 over his last 7.
Listen. Just because I looked like I was gonna be right doesn't mean I wanted it to happen. Like
No, you're gonna be right. Here's the problem with DJ.
I'm
He's
a
been
big
consistent.
DJ fan. I really am. I'm a huge DJ fan. I think
I
he
don't know how
plays the
you
game
can't be.
right.
How could you?
Exactly. Plays the game
He
right.
doesn't talk.
Does everything.
I've never heard a
does-
word from that guy.
Yeah, right. Does everything well. Like. Listen, I was
There's-
pissed when the Yankees signed him because that was a
Yeah,
a value sign that the Mets could have made.
Anybody could have made it.
Instead, they went out and traded for Cano, and we all know how that worked out.
Glaber's kind of hot.
But yeah, no, I love DJ. I don't want him to hit under 270, 260, whatever I said.
Well,
270.
DJ's been like average this whole season. That like, and he has so many at bats now. His batting average just it goes.
I don't know if you can handle it,
It just doesn't go up or down because
Yeah.
it
It's actually a pretty
fluctuates
big
by.
pill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and why are you laughing? And he's on such a hot streak right now that is going to help out the offense. And how long's Glaber been back? Only about a
All
week,
sorts of
right?
prank videos.
3 games.
3 games? Oh,
Like they
He's
have
played
on
3 games.
okay. I mean, he's done well though. I mean, we're just gonna skip over Joey Gallo. Unless you want to talk about him. I mean, Grandpa Brett. Anybody you're eyeing here? You want to talk about here, Macca?
I mean, if I can get a word in,
And that's why we were laughing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, Gallo's just usually when a guy
tie-dye.
slumps. Usually when a guy slumps, you move him down the lineup. But
Yeah.
I guess Boone
No,
balls
you
the
move him
opposite.
up. Give him
Yeah,
an all
Boone,
out.
Boone bats him second, the most important part of the lineup.
It's crazy to me that he's, I believe, 9th in home runs now, and he also leads the MLB in walks and strikeouts. So
Bull and
I'll go with
sombrero
someone.
yeah,
today.
and what is he with the Yankees?
I think he's 16 for like
16.
130 something at this point.
16 for 123,
Okay, so we're
So-
inching
Above
on.
lunch,
Inching
maybe.
on.
130.
Sheesh, that's rough.
I said from the
Wasn't
beginning,
there
he's a
that
bad
time?
fit. Said it.
Show
I've been
dogs
saying it.
and polite thing,
Uh,
and
the best thing about him is that he is a tremendous fielder, and he's got
He's still
probably the
really young.
he's only what, 27, 28,
Is he that old? Oh, I thought he was younger
20,
than that.
27. So yeah, no, he's he's still young. He's still got some youth to him, and yeah, he does his walks. He's got his great defense, and he's just a lefty in there to throw. Even if it's just throwing off the bullpen to the other team, it does help at least a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't think you could bat a guy second who's an
No, I
automatic out right
100%
now.
agree. He's
Drop him down, dude.
7 or
Like,
8.
down.
yeah,
Like it'll never happen.
looked
He'll
like he
never
was-
be at the bottom. But
Mhm.
dude, he comes up in so many big spots, and it's just an automatic out.
Yeah. All right. I mean, they're gonna get hot again. It's bound to happen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, the last thing I'll say is my biggest problem is that even no matter how bad your team's like. You gotta take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. They're 50 games on the 500.
I agree.
The season's over. You can't lose 2 out of 3.
I
Yeah,
agree with
can't
that
lose.
entirely.
Almost got swept.
And I mean, you could very easily blame it on Boone. You know,
The final
just-
game I'll blame on Boone. The second game, I mean, I'll blame everybody. Judge went 1 for 14. Stanton had he won us the first game, but
Mhm.
didn't really do much. Nobody really did anything.
Yeah.
Gary had a huge game 3, but
Mhm.
then Boone ruined it.
But,
Bringing
yeah.
in Andrew
Heaney.
fucking Heaney.
Yeah, it's just a stupid move by Boone. It's like, who lets this guy fucking make the lineup and make moves with the bullpen? It makes no sense.
The exact quote my dad said. No, who lets this guy make the line?
Like, how do you? It's just so stupid. He got to get him out of here. But let's go to the Mets. You know, they were struggling for a little bit, and then the whole thumbs down thing, and they turned a corner.
I need to pull up what you sent me, Billy, on Instagram, because the fact that the entire shit show that was the New York Mets the past 10 days
Oh, yeah.
all happened in the span of 10 days
Yeah.
just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I
You
gotta
gotta find it now?
Yeah, I gotta
Well,
find it.
well, before you get to that, I'll just
Yeah.
well, that might actually be part of it. So you find it quick. It shouldn't be too hard
Remember,
to
I have
find.
shitty Wi-Fi, just so.
All right. So do you
Right.
want me to find it then? Do you want me to
Oh,
sing
here we go.
us-
I got it. This is from 2 days ago.
Yep.
Twitter user at @𝒂𝒂𝒉. Great follow, by the way. This week in Mets baseball, Syndergaard gets COVID on his birthday. Players boo fans. President of Baseball Ops claps back on a blog post. Player loses a $200,000 diamond on the baseball field.
Hmm.
GM gets arrested for a DUI. Sorry, acting GM. Team goes on a 7-game winning streak.
Yep.
I swear to God, this is just a nightmare. This team is just a nightmare. It's painful.
So you mentioned the thing that I was going to bring up, and that was our good old buddy Zach Scott, who acting GM is a fucking moron. Got a nice Dewey and in Westchester County, and yeah, he's donezo. I personally don't even think that it's a big deal because I don't think that he was pulling any strings since Porter got canned. I really think that Sandy has been really operating the team, but
I think it's funny that they gave him a DUI when they found him sleeping. Like, he wasn't even driving; he was just knocked out.
well, he was drunk, and then you automatically get a DUI if you refuse a breathalyzer.
That's probably what happened.
Well, he did. He refused a breathalyzer and a blood test,
Regardless,
and he got the field sobriety, and he failed and got arrested.
I mean, the Mets aren't going to get it right ever unless they get it right at the top.
What do you mean?
And, well, listen, this team's going to be a shit show on and off the field until you get the right guys in there.
Yeah.
Porter obviously is not the right guy, sending fucking dick pics and shit. You got Zach Scott, fucking puppet,
Mhm.
getting shit faced and falling asleep in his car in his White Plains. I mean, until you get it right at these top levels, when Sandy's not playing Moneyball and diving in the discount rack again,
Well, he doesn't need to do that anymore. So
but some of the moves he's made are still similar.
what though? I mean, what?
But regardless,
I don't agree with that.
you know, the whole revolving door of GMs now. Just thumbs down until they get it right at the top. This is all gonna be a shit show down the line.
Don't fully agree, but I see what you're saying.
And the name that keeps coming up is Theo Epstein, but I don't think he's coming anywhere
It's
near
not
this
happening.
ball club.
He's not going
He's
near
coming-
any ball club. He wants to be an owner. If he's not an owner, it's not happening. He's not going to do anything besides own a team. Guarantee it, hands down. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
End of story. They looked fucking good during this fucking week, though. Let's just say that
They did
they
look
looked
good.
good. Did you watch?
I haven't had time to even.
No. All right. Well, they hit very well this past week. It was against the Marlins and the Nationals, but against the Marlins, they faced Edward Cabrera, who has nasty shit, and Sandy Alcantara, who
It's
also
filthy.
is one of the best pitchers in the MLB. And the Mets just made him look silly. They jumped his ERA from, I think it was a 3.01 to a 3.36, and they will be facing him again in a couple days. So
It goes back to beating the teams you need to beat.
Yeah.
And doing your job,
Yep.
which is the thing that the Mets haven't done in all year, really. I mean, it's at 69-69 for
Back
the
in
first time
May.
in franchise history.
That's
Very
right.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And this is a 500 team that isn't going to win 90 games. Very easily could lose 90 games based on previous months.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
This team is going to kill me.
So that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, they've hit very well over the past week. Javier Baez went 4 for 4 with a home run and a stolen base, which is the first Mets player to do it since. Can you guess, Maxwell?
Jose Reyes?
No.
Older?
Older.
How much older?
We were not alive.
Why do I feel like it's like, is it someone from the 86 team?
I don't know if he was on 86. He was not on 86.
I got no clue. Who is it?
Kevin McReynolds.
Damn it. I actually saw that stat too, and now I'm hearing the name.
Yeah. Yeah, he first player to go 4 for 4 with a home run and a stolen base. I was surprised. I would have assumed that David Wright, Jose Reyes, or Beltran. Yeah. Any of those three are,
or even like a guy like Ray Ordonez.
he didn't really hit that many home runs though. But they've had Angel Pagan.
Timo Perez, or some of these guys.
Yeah, I mean,
back in the day, even Piazza maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking, like even like Paul LaDuca, like it's a possibility.
Olerud,
Granderson.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few, but I was surprised by his
Rosario in the second half.
Yeah, Baez is the first in 33 years. And he's been on an absolute tear for the past week ever since
he got his ass for shootout.
Yeah, and he lost a quarter or a fifth of a fucking $1 million earring.
Who needs that? Like, that's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
So the original report said 50,000. I don't know if you saw that. And then they followed up, and it kept getting higher. Then it was like 100,000. Then it was 150. Then it was 200, and they stopped it. They plateaued at 200. It was crazy. Just why are you playing with that, dude? Like, what are you doing?
Like in high school.
Hold up.
Literally, no necklaces.
Yeah.
High school, there's no necklaces.
I hated
no
that.
wristbands. College, even I think you can get a necklace, but you can't have a wristband.
Really?
Or whatever it is. They made R.A. Dickey take off his shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a reason they do this.
Yeah.
The fuck, they had the analytics team combing through video for this thing. Like,
yep.
Come on.
All right, perfect. Mike's
wasting people's time.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about
real quick. Can you imagine being told, you can't go home yet, you have to look for a fucking $200,000 earring?
No. no. Yeah,
Not even
dude.
getting paid overtime.
So I after the so that was the first game of the doubleheader, and back on Monday, Tuesday, Monday. I think it was Monday. And then the second game. So after the second game, they on the post game, Todd Zeal and Gary Apple were going frame by frame looking for where the earring popped out and who hit it out. And Todd Zeal was like, that's a nice piece of fucking jewelry. Somebody probably swiped it. I was like, damn, that'd be fucked. But anyway, fantasy. We made the playoffs. We are, what did I say? We're the 3, right?
3 seed, yep.
We're the 3 seed. Made the 3 seed. So we're third best team.
We were all to a rough start. We were up to about a 500 start for a while.
We were at a 500 for a while, right? We were
And we
going
had,
back
what,
and forth.
a 5-game win streak.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so our first 7, we went back and forth, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And then we went on a nice 3-game win streak. Then we went on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, we're 500 team.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game winning streak, 2 games losing, and then took the next 2 and finished at 13-8.
Not bad, boys. Not bad.
Yeah.
Like
And
always-
now-
I mean, most of the moves are Macca.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure only Macca and I have even been on it. Have you been on it, Max?
No.
I know Mike was on it a couple times earlier on.
I was on it at a couple times, just kind of fixing lineups and stuff. But
It was too much of a hassle because I had my
What?
other ESPN account
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
Yeah, you had to go
for
back and
everything,
forth.
Yeah,
Yeah, but and we're off to a hot start. Marcus Semien launched 2 beautiful home runs today. Sorry, Macca. And yeah, we're off to a nice start offensively in the first round of playoffs against back-to-back games against or series against your best friends, Max. I just know how happy you're gonna be when we knock them out.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I mean, it'll be great winning.
It'll
winning a
feel
playoff-
good. It'll feel
playoff game,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Might feel a little extra special. Nah. No, still no beef though. No, not
Oh,
beef.
of course not. Why would we have
It was
beef?
a little friendly banter that
Yeah,
they took
it's-
a little too far, and,
it's
and
been-
we were like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. They just got sensitive. It's okay. We forgive and forget.
Let them do their thing. We'll do ours.
Exactly.
That's that.
All right, let's run this fucking playoffs. We got this shit. We made some great moves with the bullpen today.
Guys, real quick, I just
yeah.
realized something. If we win that trophy, where's it sitting?
in Billy's garage.
In the garage. All right, power ranking time. Who's ready? Everyone? Cool. I'm going first.
Go ahead.
In the 10th spot, I have the Seattle Mariners.
I have the San Diego Padres.
Padres.
Like what? Well, I mean,
Mariners.
how,
I have the Red Sox in the 9th spot.
I got the New York Yankees in the 9th spot.
I have the Mariners in the 9th spot.
because Ada has something better
Padres.
done.
Oh fuck.
I have, what are we up to now? We're up to 8, right?
8.
Yeah,
All right, I have the Braves in the 8th spot.
I have the Mariners in the 8th spot.
the Red Sox in the 8.
Blue Jays.
I was gonna
At 7, I have the New York Yankees.
The Boston Red Sox at 7.
The Yankees.
this one.
Red Sox.
At 6, I have the White Sox.
White Sox as well at 6.
White Sox.
White Sox.
5, Astros.
Real quick though, before we get into 5,
Yeah, sure.
we've had the Astros hovering around 6 the entire fucking year. I mean, not the Astros, the White Sox.
Yeah.
around
they-
around 6 all fucking year.
I think they peaked out at 4 at one point.
yeah, like
It's
but
their
they're-
own fault.
Yeah.
Dude, you play in like one of the worst division, like probably the worst division in baseball, and you
Like, they
can't
should- this is
win
the
more
team that-
games.
we were talking about as a World Series contender. They should be like the top 3 regularly. We were expecting. Like they've been hovering around
Don't
6,
don't want to get too hot.
somewhere
too
between
early.
4 to 8. All year long. It's pissing me off too.
Happens.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense though. That's appropriate really for what they've been.
Yeah.
So
So
5, I have
5.
the Astros.
And I have the Astros as well.
Yep.
4, the Brewers.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Rays.
Ooh,
Ooh.
okay. 3, the Rays.
I have 3 of the Dodgers.
Rays.
Brewers.
2, the Dodgers.
2 of the
Mhm.
Rays.
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Giants at 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like how, Mike, I like how you and I always have very similar lists. You can just say
Exactly.
yup.
Yep.
We Billy, it's because we get it.
We get it, man. Just on the same path. Yeah, that's it. Episode 93 in the books. Go check out all the other podcasts on the network. Try to say
Yeah.
Sports Beat. But
Let me real quick talk about the other podcast. Adam, for the last 15 minutes, has been texting me about his MLB The Show franchise.
really,
He is trying to get so hard to get into it. He's trying to make hypothetical trades. He went from the Pirates because he gave up on the Pirates. I wonder why.
it's a hard team to start with.
Yeah, and now he's on the Blue Jays. He's
Okay.
like, well, I feel like something needs to be done here. And he's got Javier Baez and he's got Biggio in right field. And this team is wild. He traded for Syndergaard.
Oh, they do. They
I mean, he's trying to get into it.
they need some starting pitching. Their starting pitching really has not been great.
He just texted me if I want to. I'm trying to decide if I want the Phillies to hate me or the Mets to hate me.
Phillies.
Phillies.
And yeah, so go check Adam is of course part of On the Power Play, and go check that out. Hockey's coming back very soon.
I can't wait, man.
Keep seeing commercials. And
The Islanders are going to be good this year. It'll be real good again.
Yeah, we know.
It'll be fun to watch them lose to the Rangers.
yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
Good luck with
Yep.
that, buddy.
At the end of the day, we could all agree. Fuck the Flyers.
Well, yeah.
No, not really.
Fuck the Rangers. Fuck the Flyers. Fuck everybody that's not the Flames or the Islanders. Actually, the Sharks are pretty cool. I like the Sharks.
Yeah, we
That's
support
Adam's
Adam
team.
in his struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from the Tips Golf Podcast, you like golf and baseball are kind of like
They're-
one and
they're
the same,
calming
bro.
down.
Just they are, right?
They're done. Yeah, they're done until the end of October, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Really?
They just had the FedEx Cup Championship this past weekend.
Okay. So they'll be back in a couple months. Check them out then. And
not even.
and Max and the Cut. Go check out his old episodes. I see he's getting some nice plays on YouTube, and go check them out.
Yeah, I am.
And
I haven't
yeah,
looked, honestly. I've kind of
yeah,
been an afterthought.
the cash one's up to like 30.
Oh, hell yeah.
So go check them all
I
out. Go
have
check
a
out the-
guest already. I have a guest lined up for it. Just got to figure out when I want to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I lied. They have a week off,
Oh, okay. So go check out From the Tips.
but nobody's gonna play in that one. And then it's the Ryder Cup after that, which is USA versus the world.
Okay.
So Brian and Rick versus the world.
Yeah, nobody's really gonna play in anything until the end of October, probably.
All right. Well, baseball and golf are kind of, one and the same. People like the same shit. So go check them out. And check out the Cut. Max said he has a guest. We'll let that be a secret because I think he's frozen. Go check out the merch. Go grab some merch. Nasty Nester merch coming out this week. Go buy it. And
Real quick, one thing we didn't mention: 9/11 game.
oh shit,
20
that's
years.
right.
20 years since 9/11, and Mets playing the Yankees
Yeah, that's coming
Saturday
up.
night.
Yeah.
That's going to be some intense shit.
That'll be fun.
You know they'll do it right.
That'll be a really nice game.
Hey Chris, how you
Yeah.
doing, buddy? Chris just DM'd me on fucking Zoom.
Oh.
Motherfucker sliding into my DMs as I'm trying to talk about 9/11 game. Jesus Christ, Chris.
Yeah, that'll
Oh,
be.
You're worse than
Professional.
Castellanos. Jeez.
That'll be nice. When you go back to 9/11 in baseball, it's always the Mets and the Yankees, obviously, but then
Mhm.
specifically Piazza and the
Yeah,
George
it's a home
Bush.
run.
I was gonna say, how many
first
times are they gonna
pitch.
show that?
Yeah, Oh, they're doing a whole fucking a new special, a 20-year anniversary special on
Oh, are
MLB
they?
Network about it. Yeah. So that'll be nice. And we'll talk obviously way more in depth about it next week after we watch it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you then. Go check out the merch. Tasteful
go
Pictures. Let's go, Mets, baby. See you next week. Love you.
Peace.
Love you.